predicting perhaps more than
so much, but at least the rain won't be quite as bad later on today. But we get any sunshine before the week is over with. Morning News starts now.
From WSYR TV Syracuse, the local station, you're watching the Morning News.
A very good morning to you. Welcome in. It is 5 o'clock on a wet Wednesday, August 20th. It stinks that it's falling on the first day of the fair, but we so badly need the rain.
Yes, we really do.
So I guess I'm thinking, like, you know what? The fair is 13 days long.
Yeah, it's okay.
So but we really do need this, right, Kate?
I mean, we really do.
I mean, I haven't been able to show you a radar that looked like this. I can't even remember the last time, and we've desperately needed some rain. We've been running so well below normal. We've been dealing with drought conditions, some spots worse than others. So this is definitely much needed and very much welcome. And you know what? The timing is not bad. It is coming down pretty heavy and steady now, but it's not going to be like this for the entire day. We can already see things kind of breaking up back over western New York. So we'll get in on some cloudy skies for today. I'm not expecting any sun. Temperatures 50s right now. We're kind of stuck in the 60s today. So it's a cool day. Even though it won't be coming down in buckets, we still have some of those lighter, more nuisance showers. It's breezy today, too, with those temperatures in the 60s. So speaking of downpours, our Kendra Brodus is braving it out at the New York State Fairgrounds for us this morning. Kendra, are you staying dry out there?
Yeah, Kate, it's great timing for everyone else, but Anthony are out here at the fairgrounds right now for opening day, and I vividly remember last year I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cold out, but it wasn't raining, so I guess this year kind of takes the cake, but hopefully the downpour will be gone for later today when everyone else gets to come through the gates. We've got a bunch of concerts coming up today at the Great New York State Fair. We've got ABBA, the tribute concert that's taken on Chevy Court at 1 p.m. today. We've got George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic at Chevy Court also, 6 p.m. And then we got country singer Nate Smith at Suburban Park tonight at 8. But there's a whole bunch of fun things going on at the fair. It's also Wacky Wednesday, so I'm a midway. And it's the first day, so that means that you get to do everything you've been wanting to do since the fair ended last year. Personally, for me, it's food, trying everything. My favorite, the cheapest, the milk bar, 25 cents. Ryan and Rachel, what about you guys? What's your favorite?
Yeah, milk, definitely a fan favorite. I really liked the chocolate taps last year.
Oh, yeah.
They had the strawberries.
That.
Yeah, that was really good. So.
And the pizza, but it looks like nothing compared to the tropical storm working its way up the East Coast.
Yeah, while Hurricane Aaron is staying far away from the shores, the storm is so large that it will stay and be affected across many different vacation spots. People in North Carolina are waking up under a state of emergency, expecting waves on the shores that could reach up to 20 feet or higher. Evacuations in order on the Outer Banks, cutting family vacations short. All along the coast, red flag warnings. Many beaches are closed in anticipation of the life-threatening rip currents, including beaches in New York City and Long Island.
If you're a swimmer who is not a strong swimmer, you're going to be pulled out in a second, and it's going to be really bad. And I would rather you not go in the water so my lifeguards are not in danger.
This is no time to be complacent. I would just say to you, flat out, don't go in the water.
The storm is not expected to wrap up until the weekend.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good Wednesday to you, a wet Wednesday. Some much needed rain has been falling all night long. We have 57 degrees this morning. It's breezy. We've got a wind from the east for today, and we are dealing with some pretty heavy, steady rainfall throughout the morning, early morning hours. Later on today, though, things kind of taper off, but we are picking up some rain that we desperately needed. You know, we were dealing with these drought conditions now. We've barely picked up any rain so far this month, and so anything that we can take, we will get. So here it is. This is only lasting really at least the heavy stuff this morning. A lot of you have already picked up upwards of 3/4 of an inch of rainfall, closing in on the 1 inch mark as of midnight from Tully to Jordan and Waterloo, over a 1/2 inch in Oswego. This is from the New York State Mesonet Network. Fayetteville closing in on a 1/2 inch, and down towards Cincinnatus over 3/4 of an inch of rain. rain so far and counting. So we're dealing with this for the next hour or two. Later today, it doesn't completely stop raining. There will be times when it's not raining, but when that's happening, it's cloudy, it's damp. By the time this is all said and done, we'll see upwards of an inch or more of rainfall. Again, we really need this, but after today, there's not going to be a lot of rain again until the end of the weekend. Temperatures, we're waking up in the 50s right now. It is a cool day today. It is also the first day of the Great New York State Fair. If you are going to go down to the fair, hopefully we get to see you down there. We're going to be in the 60s. A rain jacket, not going to be a bad idea, because even though the downpours are happening now, we're still in and out of these light nuisance areas of drizzle, kind of those light showers where maybe it's not quite heavy enough for the umbrellas, but enough with a raincoat, and you're good to go. And again, when it's not raining, it's cloudy, it's cool. We're only in the low to mid 60s today, and it's also breezy. Got an east wind today, which we don't get too often. When that happens, and then you have the dampness, you're going to have a touch of that wind chill to the air, and so just dress appropriately to make yourself dry and comfortable. We're waking up still cloudy with some drizzle tomorrow morning. The clouds, it's going to be a slow battle, but eventually the sun does win out. It's just not happening until later in the afternoon and evening for tomorrow. Otherwise, the morning hours, we're sucked into the clouds. The sun is back later in the day, and that's going to help get those temperatures back into the 70s for tomorrow. We'll keep climbing up from there. Nice and bright and sunny and really nice on Friday. Highs in the low to mid 80s. Upper 80s on Saturday, a little breezy at times. We got some rain thunderstorms returning Sunday into the start of next week.
Okay, right now it is 5:16. More local.
Now, your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
It is a very rainy start to our day, but some much needed rain. A lot of you are already closing in on an inch of rainfall just from midnight. But the good news, because of how dry everything is, we don't have any flood advisories, warnings, or anything like that. And actually, the bulk of the heavy rain is almost done with.
It is 5:20. Here is your news on the go. This morning, more beaches closing as Hurricane Aaron races towards the East Coast. The worst of the storm will stay offshore, but it's already churning up dangerous surf in North Carolina, which is under a state of emergency. The hurricane could send waves up to 20 feet or higher over sand dunes, leading to beach erosion and significant flooding.
Now to the latest on where.
Now, your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
It is opening day at the Great New York State Fair. Man, we wish the weather could be better, but you know, it's not completely terrible. Yes, it's pouring out now, but it's lighter showers for the rest of the day. I heard it was fantastic.
Yeah. Our producer loves it so much, he went twice, like in 3 days.
Yeah. I'm not that big of a Joe Bros fan, but I do like Cake by the Ocean a lot, and I like, what was the song we were singing yesterday? Sucker. Yeah. Fun beats.
That's a good one.
Good morning to you. It is 5:30. You got the whole gang with you this morning, and it's opening day of the fair.
Opening day of the fair.
It's here.
The skies have opened up on opening day of the fair.
Yeah.
Hasn't rained since April, but here we are.
We couldn't turn the rain off 2 months ago, and now here we are. But you know what? We really need this rain. We really, really, really do. I mean, we're dealing with some drought conditions. A lot of people having issues with their wells and all that. So this is helping. I mean, it's not going to be a complete drought buster, but at least it's going to make a minor dent in things for today. And so the good news, though, in correlation with the fair, the real heavy rain is already starting to move out. Now, the rest of the day, we're still going to be in and out of these more kind of, I call them the nuisance rain, where maybe it's not super heavy, but it's just light enough for that rain jacket to keep you dry. We're in the 50s. It's also cool today. We're only in the 60s for those highs, and it is breezy with that wind coming from the east today.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good Wednesday to you. We finally have some rain to talk about. It's been a little while. This is what it looks like in downtown Auburn from the Energy Saver Skynet 9 camera. It's been raining for the last couple of hours, 57 degrees. It is breezy outside, too. Our wind is going to be staying from the east today. And here's the radar, something I haven't been able to show you in quite some time. So we've been dealing with some pretty heavy and steady rain overnight. As you're leaving out the door this morning, please be careful with all the construction going on. It might be a little tricky to see the lines, a lot of ponding on the roads, because a lot of us have picked up a decent amount of much needed rain. Now, the heaviest of the rain is happening right now, and actually some spots back in western New York, the rain has already started to break up. So we're going to notice lighter showers going forward, but we are closing in on an inch of rain from Jordan, Waterloo, Ontario, Tully, Mooresville picking up over 3/4 of an inch of rain. Even Central Square is coming close to that half-inch mark at this point. So rain chances start to taper off a little bit. Doesn't completely go away, but we have more of those lighter nuisance rain showers. Not as heavy and steady as what we have now, but coming down at a more manageable pace. If you have a rain jacket with you, that's going to be a really good plan. We're in the 50s this morning. This afternoon, we are stuck in the 60s. It's a cool day today. If you are going to be heading out to the fair, I think you're going to be doing a lot of the indoor activities. And then when it's not raining, go out and about for today. We're still going to be there. We hope to see you, of course, starting at 10 with Bridge Street and noon today with us. And at that point, a little bit of rain. Not much, but this, again, is manageable rain, but just be prepared, all right? It is going to be a cool day today. It's also breezy. Got that wind coming from the east today, so there's going to add that little extra chill to the air today. But after this, our weather's looking really good for the rest of the week, though. It's just got to get through a cloud cover. Still some drizzle and clouds tomorrow morning. And these clouds, they are going to be quite stubborn and slow to move out, but they do. Tomorrow afternoon and evening, we're looking much better. And once we get that sun in here, those highs are back into the 70s. We're dry, and we are looking good through the end of the week. Friday is still our pick day of the week. We have highs in the 80s. Well, plenty of sunshine, dry. Saturday's looking good, too. A little warmer, highs in the mid-upper 80s. We still got 80s on Sunday. Just watching out for rain and thunderstorms with our next cold front. That's going to bring temperatures back down to the 70s for next week, and cool enough to actually, we're getting to that time of the year. We got some lake effect rain showers we'll be keeping an eye on. A lot of dry time, but temperatures cool enough for that to happen.
WestYR TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
A very good morning to you. Welcome in. It is 6 o'clock on a Wednesday, a wet Wednesday, the first day of the fair Wednesday, August 20th, by the way. The kids were just talking last night, my kids, and they were like, back to school is coming so quickly. And I was like trying to hide the smile. I'm like, I know.
Oh, no.
I know.
Oh, no.
Yeah, oh, no. That's what we're going to say today with the forecast. Like, oh, no, even though it's
But
first
I will say it's very reminiscent of last year. It rained at the first day
it rained
last
year, too, on the first day. And then we've redeemed ourselves very nicely. We'll do that again this year. You know, honestly, fair or no fair, we really need this rain. We really do. I mean, there are some people, they are struggling, especially for a lot of people with wells and all with our drought conditions going on. So this is very much welcomed. And, you know, the timing is pretty good because the real heavy stuff is happening now. A lot of this is going to be wrapped up just in time for opening the gates at the New York State Fair, where we are left with just more of those nuisance showers throughout the day. It's not going to be an all-day washout, downpour or anything, but just be prepared. It is cool. We're in the 50s this morning, but the rest of the day, we're stuck in the 60s. And it's breezy, too, so just keep that all in mind for whatever you may have going on today. And someone who I think was a little sick of the rain has now kind of sought shelter there. We have Kendra for us. Kendra Brodus is live for us at the Great New York State Fair. Good morning, Kendra. You were all sick of the rain by now?
Good morning. The rain was a little too much for us, so we had to go cruising around the fairgrounds, see who else is up this early in the morning. And of course, we stumbled upon lots of people up early working in the Dairy Cow building. Good morning, Sean.
Morning.
All right, so Sean has been coming to the fair since he was 10 years old. All right, so there's a lot of recommendations that I'm sure you can have for people. What are you most excited about?
For me, coming to the fair is the relationships that we make with the other cattle exhibitors. Even though they're from all over the state, they're kind of become family once you're here. For the fair itself, I don't mind a good little bit of fair food every now and then. But for me, it's the relationships here and the ability to educate the public that come in and ask questions.
Absolutely. So obviously it's very early, but it's how I found you guys. So what is kind of the morning routine here in this barn?
Yep, so we try to be here about 5 o'clock in the morning. Start off by getting the animals up, getting their feet around. We have to milk the cows and then water all the heifers. And then we start on the daily routine of grooming and giving haircuts and getting them ready for the competition.
All right, and now so one of the most interesting things we chatted about was actually what the cows are judged on. So let's go right up here. I'm going to have you show me a little bit. All right, so what is a good example of like how a cow is judged?
Yep, so with the dairy cattle, the main thing is that they're kind of like professional athletes. So they're fed a certain diet. You want them to be lean. You want them to have dairy character, long frames, nice feet and legs. With the dairy cattle, you don't want too much weight on them, just to really showcase what their actual structure is.
Yeah, all right, so let's just look at this little cow right here. There we go, Anthony. All right, so yeah. Okay.
Yep. So here, this heifer here, she has a nice square rump. She's straight over the top. She's level here from hooks to pins and has a nice rib structure to her, and just pretty long neck as well.
Very interesting. Well, thank you so much for waking up with us this morning. Day one.
Here we are.
Nothing like a downpour on day one. All right. Thank you so much. Ryan and Rachel, back to you guys.
Thank you so much. Yeah, okay, so square rump.
Like
and they're
long
like
neck.
And they're like professional athletes.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that too. Who knew? Apparently, Sean
know.
did.
Yeah.
He knows.
The more you know.
All right, it is 6:04. It might be looking a little bit gloomy for the state fair, but it looks like nothing compared to the tropical storm working its way up the East Coast right now.
Yeah, while Hurricane Erin is staying far away from the shores, the storm is so large that it will still impact multiple vacation spots. Now, people in North Carolina are waking up under a state of emergency, expecting waves on the shores that could reach up to 20 feet or higher. Evacuations are in order on the Outer Banks, cutting some family vacations short. And all along the coast, red flag warnings are in effect. Many beaches are closing in anticipation of life-threatening rip currents, including beaches right here in New York and in Long Island.
If you're a swimmer who is not a strong swimmer, you're going to be pulled out in a second, and it's going to be really bad. And I would rather you not go in the water so my lifeguards are not in danger.
This is no time to be complacent. I would just say to you flat out, don't go in the water.
The storm is not expected to wrap up until the weekend.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good Wednesday morning to you. The Energy Saver Skynet 9 camera out over Baldwinsville, Route 31. Pretty much everyone in Central New York is waking up with some fresh rainfall and still actively raining. Much needed rain that we needed out there. Our lawns, our gardens, our wells, everything really needed this rain. And so we picked up some pretty heavy, steady rain overnight. It's still going on for most of us. Now, if we look back towards western New York, though, we even have a few thunderbolts. Lightning bolts showing up on here, so we may hear a rumble thunder every once in a while. But the backside of everything is already starting to move to Buffalo. So we got a couple of hours, and then we're left with just some lighter showers. Here's what's already fallen. This is from the New York State Mesonet Network. Cincinnatus, you've cracked 1 inch. Waterloo, you're sitting at 1 inch of rainfall since midnight. At the airport, we've seen over a ½ inch, including Fayetteville. Tully's closing in on 1 inch as well, and Mooresville. These are locations that really needed some rain. Everyone really needed rain because we're in those drought conditions now. But going forward, our rain chances really kind of fall off here, and we're left with just those lighter, more nuisance showers for the rest of the day. Temperatures, we're in the 50s right now, and if you do plan on going out to the fair today, it's opening day. We hope to see you. If you plan on going out, make sure you stop by and see us at the Expo Center. Well, have your rain jackets with you, and just keep in mind it's not going to be the warmest of days. We got temperatures in the 60s, and it's windy today too. We got a fairly decent wind coming from the east also, and that's not conducive for some warmer temperatures. And so we're going to be dealing with that. Here's 10 a.m. when Bridge Street kicks off. It's cloudy, a little bit of some light rain and drizzle around. This is going to be the case pretty much the entire day today, even through the evening hours. Still got some light passing showers, drizzle going on. It's cloudy. Overnight, we're keeping our temperatures in the 50s, cloudy with the exception of up north. From Watertown to the North Country, you guys are going to get in on the most sunshine compared to everyone in the entire state. We've got to have some patience tomorrow. I don't want anyone yelling at me at 12 o'clock at the fair tomorrow. Be like, I thought you said it was going to be sunny. No, 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 no. You got to have some patience. Wait until later in the afternoon, 3, 4, 5 o'clock. Then the sun comes out tomorrow. And that's going to help get those temperatures in the 70s. So it'll be worth it. Just have your patience tomorrow morning, the end of the day. It'll be nice and bright and sunny. Friday's pretty nice. Gorgeous, actually. 80s. That's how I like it. Sunny and 80s. Yes, please. Yeah. Upper 80s on Saturday, and then for the start of next week. You see the freezing? Lake effect. We're getting to that time of year where you get just cool enough air aloft that's going to create lake effect rain showers.
That is very cool.
Look at how she gets excited about that.
It is a cool effect. It's like, it happens all the time, end of August, beginning of September.
Usually when like the most